Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Break It Down. Let's sail east, not to be confused with west. Good old Captain Fennec, sailing straight into the storm. Granted, he is on an Iguithan ship, which means it's probably powered by children and puppy souls. I don't think he's actually at risk of sinking. Hi, it's Bean. A bone to pick with you. Should be a very easy fight, considering we're 6 levels higher than he is. Let's try to keep Maya in the fight. At least for a little while. Let's try to get some of these empowered kills while we're at it.
Your orders?
So Pallegina can't tank for much longer. Hopefully she gets her second wind off first.
Testing my endurance.
Oh, now she's stunned. Oh, we got our tentacles out at least. So is that how I use an empowered attack? So I'm selecting this and selecting an enemy.
Take him down. There's a one.
She's still stunned. It's getting a little silly. Alright, Veen doesn't have a lot more fight left in him.
I'm listening.
So, do I just cast it on herself instead?
Might as well be hitting.
No. Either way, we've used up our power for this fight on Maya, so won't get another try regardless.
Ashiza, strike!
Yeah, that didn't work. Since I never bothered trying before, I always assumed that the counter attack, you just select the empower option and click on an enemy. Just blew through his ship. Hello, tiny island and subterranean temple. After traipsing through a barren desert for several hours, you come upon an Iguithan ruin in the center of a clearing. As you near, you realize the door to the ruin's entrance is emblazoned with the broken crown of Wotica. The door swings open at your approach, and you immediately feel an oppressive presence butting against your mind. It tests your mental defenses, searching for a gap to exploit. Then, just as quickly as the presence arrived, it's gone.
I'm listening.
So we can empower our abilities here. How do I empower an attack? What if empowering one of these counts as an attack?
I'm listening. Give me the order.
Oh, there's a trap ahead.
What's that belly thing is?
How may I help?
Alright, go for it.
Let's go. I bring your end.
Arnfrida, Karmit, Yanga, Bleed.
Might as well. Hitting the water.
Oh, Yanga's just running forward. Gonna put some raw damage on them. Waikana.
got it. Great. See.
Missed most of them with Fan of Flames. We'll try it again.
Take that. No good. Forth to battle.
Dare's doing just fine by himself. We're having trouble getting through Anfrida, or Arnfrida.
Go!
Stay behind me.
Death to those who are not dead. It is no use.
Palagina after Karmit.
Cannot get through.
Damn the laddie.
Right between the eyes.
Hey, we had some good time.
Take him down.
Easy raw damage every
I
time.
need some help here.
Do we miss that attack?
Good.
Might as well be hitting.
Alright, hang in there, buddy.
Let's go.
We're definitely getting our bang for our buck on that regeneration that we have.
Of course.
Yeah, Dare would have gone down a long time ago, if not for it. Gopheric's Journal. 2 Foneverino 2827. The new year has come. A time for reflection, beginnings, and endings. Here I am, an aged man of 60 years retired from the services of the Steel Garrote. I have no family of which to speak. No tethers bind me to this life, but those that bind me to my brothers in the Order. In the tradition of the new year, I wonder, will I spend my twilight years in swift decline, waiting only to feel the pallid night's touch upon my cheek? No. For decades, veterans of the Garrote have traded tales of a legendary mace, said to be blessed by Wotica herself. What I would give to behold but one thing touched by the hands of the exiled queen. I will embark on my final quest. I'll gather my brothers, find the mace, and with it, a pride that will buoy me to the end of my days. So be it. 1 Imprima 2827. Long we have journeyed, my brothers and I. I begin to wonder now if this was a fool's errand, an old man's last grasp at the glory of boyhood tales. We left the deer in good spirits on a boat bound for the Deadfire. Our good cheer has fled, yet still we are on this cursed boat. Were the legends a lie? Cud for old soldiers to chew, fodder for talk of remember when, and the good old days. I wake in the night thinking I have heard the sound of Weemark's familiar drunken stumble into the barracks. But is it only the groan of this ship, or a deck door swung open, slamming in the wind? I miss the comforts of the Garrote's lair. A roaring fire, strong beer, a tale or two among friends. Will I ever know those comforts again? 17 Majestu 2827. The tide has turned in our favor. Ulfric muscled a tip from a skittish fisher boy in port. There's an ancient shrine on a nearby island, the boy said, and none from his town will venture within 100 yards of it. Expecting little more than a benighted ruin, we dropped anchor just off its coast and rowed ashore. And what should we find but a shrine dedicated to the queen that was and her mace of legend? The mace itself is exquisite, a marvel of craftsmanship. It will look magnificent above the mantle in the Garrote's hideaway. Ah, how my eyes burn to imagine the tales they will tell of us. We've decided to rest here for the night and feast on our remaining hardtack and jerky. Tomorrow, we begin our journey home. Surely Woedica herself guides our path. 18 Majestu 2827. I cannot remember the last time I have slept so well. Not on the boat, not in the barracks, not even in my own bed as a boy. Perhaps it is the presence of the shrine that soothes me. Indeed, these past few hours I have known only the peace a man might find in communion with his god. My brothers and I have decided to remain here for another night. We are old, we are weary, and we all find comfort in the presence of the exiled queen. This is a safe place. Certainly we will find no trouble here.
What did you
On it.
find, Ishi?
Hey. Good thinking. That order's too tall.
Just make sure I didn't pick up the mace already.
Sentere, I cannot.
The cave-in has rendered this doorway impassable.
What did you find, Ishi?
I got it.
¿Qué?
Just in case
I'm
something pops
listening.
up behind us.
Will do.
The statue of Woedica bears an exquisite mace in its hands. A presence in the mace reaches out to touch your mind. The presence you first encountered when you entered the ruins. Examine the mace.
What is this thing?
It's a mace.
Remergob's frigid ballsack!
It makes heaving sounds, as if it's eaten something foul. What happened?
That thing, whatever it is, it's stupid. Really, really stupid. And disgusting.
Wadwar's hilt runs hot. The mace's leather-wrapped hilt is curiously untouched by age. Its head is fashioned from a dark metal, that radiates a cruel and biting cold. Once again, the presence reaches for you, grasping at your mind with claws sharp and relentless as a bird of praise. Examine the statue. That statue's stone is dappled with rot and riven with age. It must have been placed here long ago. Grab the mace. You find the mace painfully cold to the touch. The presence inhabiting it probes at the edges of your mind, searching for cracks in your mental defenses. Close off your mind. You attempt to steel yourself against the presence in the mace, but it won't be deterred. It latches onto your mind like a leech. The mace floods you with the desire to remain near the statue and protect it, even at the cost of your life. I do have resolve. Take the mace. Try as it might, the mace is unable to compel you to stay in the ruins. You lift it from the statue with no ill consequences. I think 17 is all I have, right? And we have 18. Still, not a lot of cushion.
Yeah.
That's,
right.
a high resolve check. We got the Magistrate's Cudgel. I do wonder what happens if you grab it. Oh, it's soulbound too. Interesting. A paladin can't use it. Which I find a little odd since it's a Wodekin mace, and the Stilgarrote worship Wodeka. Alright, so it starts as exceptional and judge. Marked for 30 seconds on scoring hit, plus 10 accuracy against targets affected by judged effects. Excerpt from Charter regarding the establishment of municipal domains and the appointment of their respective magisters under the right and natural guidance of the Fairconing, divinely appointed ruler of the Empire of Adir and beloved of Wodeka. Long may he reign, penned by Quinwetha King Merdu, agent of the court. Let it be known that enclosed within or with this document, bearing the seal of the beloved Fairconing, LMHR, is the instrument of which the document speaks. In light of the recent misguided rebellion of the Deerwooden colony, the Imperial Ministry sees fit to coalesce the functions of the Colonial Court of Judges into a single office. Hereto, the officer of the court shall, with the full authority of the Imperial Ministry, assume the rank and privileges of Magistrate of the Court for a term of office to be determined by said ministry. He does need crushing damage, which we had with Andre's Flag of Obedience, but we can give that to somebody else. That's straightforward enough. Deal 250 damage to judged enemies. It requires at least 2 attacks.
There's something I can do. There's something I can do.
Well, good. We're finally starting to find some soulbound weapons. We have 2 so far. Well, 3 if you include Modweir. I don't have a good name for this one. Just call it Wodeka's Isle, I guess. You can have the small one. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if that powered attack worked for this. It did. Let's go to Wapao Jungle. The fetid, sweltering jungle looms around and above you, the thick canopy capturing the heat. Sweat clings to your nostrils and drips from your chin. Nothing seems to move in all of the world save you. Your companion's complaints fell silent hours ago. You pause beside a broad, stagnant waterway, and are refilling your skins when you hear movement in the wilds ahead of you. A trio of kith step out of the trees and into the water, their torn and filthy robes billowing in the water. They pause near the center of the creek. The central figure, a beatific, savannah folk, smiles up at you. Donald, Watcher of Cadnua. He raises his palms to you. We mean you no harm. Indeed, we awaited you here, because we have a... He glances towards the others traveling with you. He bows his head slightly. We offer a proposal, if you would step aside with us to hear it. Just who are you? How do you know my name? We're friends of a friend, the man says. A potential friend, perhaps. A friend of potential, certainly. As for you being here, says the leftmost kith, a bald elf. That was foreseen. He looks up at you with eyes that have been burned from their sockets. Move closer. I'm listening. The man lowers his voice. There exists a place hidden among these wilds. An old place, watched by the quiet slave. One willing to make a sacrifice. A true sacrifice, says the woman at his side, as she nods towards your companions. Such devotion shall be rewarded by him in turn. Take me there. The man shakes his head. We cannot. You must walk that path with only your chosen gift. Choose then, and choose wisely. I'm not doing this. The kith on the right, a wild-haired ocean folk, cants her head. Are you sure? There'll be no second chance, the man says. And your survival may depend on this. Absolutely. The woman smirks. So be it. Then you will not see us again. Watch as you will. The central man bows his head slightly. The trio back away. They fade into the jungle. So that's like the pool you can sacrifice your companions at in the first game. Which I'm not going to do. I wonder if you can sacrifice sidekicks. I mean, I still wouldn't. But it's something to think about. No slavers on my watch. They already have dead bodies all over the deck.
That's it.
No.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Sure.
Can we not
Yes.
finish this?
Perfecto.
Can't move.
Sorry, friend.
This is
Can't.
futile!
I have never seen anyone brood as forcefully as your bird woman.
Another resounding success. And also a potential preemptive bounty. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll continue exploring the southeastern section of the Deadfire archipelago. We might avoid Poco Kahara for now. And just keep exploring. But we'll see. I'm currently undecided. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.